Yo, you know this is Basie from T.O.K, and right now you're logged on to Boomshot.com. Many rise and many drop, Boomshot, them solid as a rock. Mad.
Them love me style, them love me style, them love me style. Wicked and while we all the while. Come make we kill in a chop.
You guys are pop stars in Japan.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It's you know, we try to play it down, you know, we don't like to toot our own horn, but yeah, we definitely have a huge following. And it's not just dancehall, it's mainstream, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we even did a song a couple years ago called Guardian Angel, and we released it in Jamaica. It was just there, and then a year later we get a call from Japan. It's the #1 ringtone, outselling every other import, whether it's from America, whether it's Jay-Z, Beyonce, anything. Our song was just a #1 ringtone over there.
Well, living on earth, sometimes it feels like heaven, sometimes it's like hell. So me ask Jaffe send an angel to watch over mankind, cause it's like them they on a spell.
So we just like realize that them have a real love for our music, for our sound. I think it's the fact that it's dancehall, but it's still understandable because of our melodies and our subject matter. So yeah, we give thanks for that blessing, and we'll actually dropping an album pretty soon over there again called Forever. Yeah.
Well, you really bring that melody into dancehall. I mean, originally you guys started off like a harmony group.
Yeah, we started out doing doo-wop. We started out in the church choir, you know what I'm saying, if you don't know the history. Yeah, we started out at school singing in the church choir, and that kind of gave us all the knowledge that we have about the harmonies and about just melody and playing with different styles of music. And then we mix that up with the dancehall that is natural to us, so we create this whole new sound that is a niche market for ourselves and the world. There's just seem to be a lane for that in the world, where people want the dancehall, but they want it in a way that they can understand, that they can dance, and can sing along, and it's all of that is there, you know.
Sick thing. That's the way me chat, sir. Catch up me lingua.
You started off as a harmony group, and then what happened? You teamed up with Lady Saw?
Yeah, actually it was...
It changed your life.
Yeah, in the sense of she introduced us to a whole different fan base, you know what I'm saying? She carried us into the real dancehall, and it worked for us, and then we followed right after with a song called Eagles Cry, and that song was like a bad boy anthem. So yeah, Dave Kelly, and so from Dave voice us, it was over, you know, we got all the approval, all of the acceptance from the dancehall crowd, and from ever since we kind of have that as something that we can hold dear to us alone, that we're the only group that can go anywhere amongst, can stand up beside any badman DJ and sing some anthem as badman anthem and get ratings and mash up the place. So yeah, we'll give thanks for the early initiation from Lady Saw and the others, you know, mad thing.
She was, I saw her at Sunfest, she was crowned this year.
Yeah, big up Mama, man, yeah. And she also voiced for my label, you know, she recorded a couple songs for my label, so it's a good story to start out as a fan of our music, then get her to approve of us and get us into the business, and then to come back as a producer and record songs with her is really a great journey. So yeah, man, enough respect to Lady Saw.
She's real queen of the dancehall.
Yeah, she's the queen, man. Yeah.
What's the current status, not just of dancehall, but Jamaicans that live in Jamaica?
Well, there's one of the major problems that we have is that, and even T.O.K is a product of that, is that we're very influenced by the American media and American lifestyle. So you find that probably what my parents used to tell me about as what was Jamaican and what them used to have to do as boy picnic or woman, as girl, I can't call my mother picnic, but you know, as my mother would do as a child. I can't relate to a lot of those things because we grew up on BT, MTV, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And fortunately for me, my father was a man who carried me go the dancehall, them carry me go know the artists, them carry me go know the culture, dancehall culture. But the youth them nowadays, they're even more Americanized than even I was in my time. So I think that's a big problem that we have, where we don't really have our own identity as much. But it's funny enough because American communities, American society is dying to be Jamaican. Them do everything to be Jamaican, and we trying to be American. Even the music, them will produce more reggae sounding thing than we. The biggest reggae songs that doing for last year weren't produced by Jamaicans. So it's a big problem in that sense. And then even on a bigger level, like our imports are cheaper than our homegrown. So that means that it's cheaper for us to eat carrot that's shipping than us to grow our own, and that can be good for the economy. So it's all political problems that we need to sort out still, but the people have a spirit of resilience, and all we have to do is just keep on fighting for what we really should be at, and we'll get there, I think.
Like you were saying, like Americans are dying to be like Jamaicans, and in the whole music thing. So, you know, recently Snoop Dogg became Snoop Lion.
Yeah, big up Lion.
What's your opinion on that? I mean, Sizzler had a little bit of a diss to say about that.
Big up now, big up Lion. I mean, you know why too? Because I've been a fan of Snoop Dogg from when he was a dog. You know, yeah, I started out listening. That was a real influence for me as a initial getting into music. Snoop was very influential. So for seeing him do a journey and come back to Rasta and come back to come to Jamaica and go to the Nyabingi them and really take up this Rasta Lion thing. For however long he does it for, I don't know if it's going to be a lifelong thing or just a phase I'm going through. But for whatever it is, for him to even do that is a big statement. It's about our influence of the influence of our culture. And I think for him to go into the Nyabingi, what he did, he went in the Nyabingi and went through everything, you know, and at the end of it is a high priest look upon him and say, yo, I'm going to look at a dog name the way I have, you know. Yeah, from now you're Snoop Lion, you know. And for him to actually take it and do it, that means him regard the thing, him realize that is what I really need to do. And so, yeah, I big him up, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care about the personal reasons. I don't know what he's been through. Nate Dogg, very close to him, died I think last year or something like that. So every man going through them tragedy, and he's been doing this for 20 years, so if him feel like this is where him need to be now and him singing things in reggae, it's only good for our culture, I think. It's just we for know what we're doing, capitalize on it, I think. Yeah.
I mean, he released a statement. He thinks he's the reincarnated Bob Marley.
Yeah, well, I think him can align himself with Bob Marley based on the herbs, you know, because I guess the image, the person who have the biggest image of marijuana around the world is Bob Marley. And then I guess second to him would be pop culture, like it would be between him and Cheech and Chong kind of thing going on. So for him to align himself with that is also business savvy, smart, but at the same time maybe him really burn some herbs and say, yo, Bob Marley alone higher than me. You know what I'm saying? You never can tell what is going through in his mind. He's a man like me, like me, he's a human like you, so yeah, it's big him up same way. That's me, that's what I say. I say big up Snoop same way.
So big up Snoop Lion.
Straight patois, that a when me chat sir. And when you see the yard, they try no give me no back answer. Clarks wanna bees and me 3/4 pants ya. That a the for the gangster. Tell them say not even bad mind and stop that one ya. The whole world love to see me eyes up that flag ya. Yellow for the sun, black for the and green for the ganja. That I'm a sponsor.
So listen, you spent some good time here in the UK. Any collaborations with some UK producers?
Yeah, I did some dubstep stuff up Manchester with a producer called Mark One. And I did some stuff with a next youth named Terra Angel. And then I did some stuff with Seani B. So all of them is like dancehall, reggae culture. Well, dubstep, you know what it is already. And then the other producers is like dancehall, but with a very international feel to it. Because the thing about me is that I don't want to pigeonhole myself into just saying I have to run the streets or I have to just do dancehall. No, my music is for everybody. And I suppose I can deliver it in a way that those who don't speak my language can get something in it and love it. Because when Japan love T.O.K, they don't speak English, but them love the music. So that is where my mindset is, even as a solo artist, is to make sure my music is palatable at least to a wider cross-section of people than just the ethnic. But still keep it authentic, of course, without losing the authenticity. So we work with some big producers or some decent name producers from what I hear from my research, and we want to do some more, and then we just shot the combination with services. So yeah, mad thing. So
how important do you think the UK is to reggae?
It's very important. It seems like right now it's so important because a lot of the hits that coming out are being produced by British producers, and then this whole dubstep thing is just Britain and conquer it, you know what I'm saying? And it's come out of the whole fusion of dub with other genres, other mix-up hybrid kind of fusion thing going on. And I think UK is the place that it kind of they interpret Jamaican music, interpret reggae, but so much Caribbean people is there that it's interpreted in a way that is, as I was saying, it's broader than just the diaspora. So I think it's important. And then for myself, I was actually born here, so it's important for me to come back here now and kind of connect back with my roots, you know, musically and just with my family and things. So yeah, UK important to me, it's important to the reggae, you know, and I think we need to just do some more works like this, you know. All right. Go back again. You want to then? Yeah. Delete it? No, keep it on. Keep it on. That's right. God, that was nice.
So you got something exclusive you can just chat to us?
Yeah, there's one called Bomb Rush Affiliates. You know, it's like a dubstep mix up with dancehall thing. It's basically featuring Bounty Killer, Craigie T, and Sleepy Alla Tips and Nyrone. And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And a little piece say, run up in a me shotgun faster than Hussein. And see if me no put that something that through your brain. Make it rain. Rockfort, them know we not playing. When we say make it rain, we are talk about Black Rain. Portmore, Kencat, Flanker, Spain, Common Sense, Boomshot, back to Park Lane. When I take tough off and I make tough speech, we make the tech explain. And the boy call up my name, I fly up and then explain. Like the thriller in Manila. You see me?
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Has anyone heard that yet?
No, it's being secretly leaked to key DJs now, so it's gonna be out pretty soon. But yeah, it's the first I'm doing it online for sure.
Oh, wicked. So we're privileged.
Yeah, for sure. Boom shot, as I said, so I have to represent, yeah?
We have to.